with each other. They can transform the data from one computer to another. Okay. So before studying the networks, there are many concepts that you need to know. There are many terminologies in the field of networks. The first one is telecommunications, the electronic transmission of signals for communication. Telecommunication, how we can communicate between two devices, or through some, your data will be moving from one place to another in some form, okay, which is normally we call it the signals. Okay, so this signal must be generated from the sender to the receiver, and they must go through some medium. Okay, so that electronic, the signal passage is called the telecommunication, and this is happened through a way which is called medium. Telecommunication medium, any material substance that carries an electronic signal to support communications between a sending and receiving device, such as telephone, radio, and television. Okay, so you are sending data from one computer to another computer. So how you can pass the signals? You're sending signal actually. But how you can pass the signal from one computer to another? Can you tell me? Anybody? How data is transmitted from one computer to another? Are you with me, guys?
Yeah.
So how the data is transmitted from one computer to another? How, I mean the connection, you said the connected with each other.
Using the internet.
How the internet is connected? Connection. When you create a connection between two laptops, two computers, how you usually connect them? Anybody knows?
No.
You call from one mobile phone to another. You send a message from one mobile to another. How it happens? Anybody knows the mechanism behind the scene? I mean, you are speaking, you're dialing, you're calling, your voice is reaching to the destination. How? Like I am talking with you, you are listening, we are sharing the material here. How this happened? So it means we are on the network, we are connected with each other, right? But my question is how the data is passing through this network. My laptop, and I am connected with you through internet. Yes, but how the connection? I want to listen few things inside story.
It's sent through a modem and then through connecting wires throughout the city.
Yes, there are some wires that are connected. Maybe the wireless transmission also, Wi-Fi. Okay, so this connection material is actually that carries the signal. The signal is passing through these wires or through towers, through routers, through switches, through modems. Signal is passing. Okay, so this material is called medium. So if I ask you what is the medium, so that can be wire or that can be wireless. Both are medium nowadays. So usually we pass the data in the form of signals through this. Is that clear, guys? When we call from the mobile phone, so mobile phone is getting signal from tower near your house, near your place, and that tower is connected with another tower, and that tower is near to the guy that you are calling. So this is how the transmission take place. Okay? Is that clear, guys? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So telecommunication impacts businesses greatly because it lessens the barrier of the time and the distance. Yes, of course, this telecommunication has really, revamped the environment of the business. Before, if you want to send a letter from one office to another office, it takes 1 week. And now it takes seconds because of this telecommunication and electronic revamp in the business. Okay, so what is the general model of telecommunication? So there are different things. The first one, sending unit, the sender such as a person, a computer system, or terminal, or another device, send the message signal to telecommunication device. So you will send the message to the device like modem, maybe. So sending unit can be person, computer, or any device. Telecommunication device like modem may process the signal, such as convert it into a different form or from one type to another. So sometimes we need to transform the type of for example, you are working in C++ program, so you are writing code in high level, and you have to convert that into some form in machine learning so that computer can understand. So some devices in networks are very important because they convert the form of the data so that the destination, it will reach to the destination and can be understood. Okay, so once the sender sends the signal to the telecommunication device, it will convert into another form, for example, from digital to analog or analog to digital. The telecommunication device then sends the signal through medium, through wire, through tower. It will send the signal to another telecommunication device which is located at a destination. So same mechanism will be performed at destination as you started at sender. Okay? The process can be reversed and the receiving unit can send another message to the signal, to the original sending unit. So this will be more clear if you see this figure. So starting, yes, this guy? Any question?
No.
Okay. So now understand this. Starting from this computer, so this is a sending unit. It will send a message. It will go, you can see the computer is connected with some modem, the telecommunication device, and connected through wire. And sometimes it also a wireless connection. So both ways are available nowadays. So data will be reaching to this telecommunication device modem that will convert the digital signal into analog signal. And then it will go through the wired connection, through towers, and it will reach to another same device at destination level. So here, this machine again convert the analog signal into digital, and then it will pass to the destination computer, and computer can understand this message and can also reply. Is that clear, guys?
Sure.
Okay. This is a generic, the process of telecommunication. Now, communication can occur in two ways, synchronously or asynchronously. Now, what is synchronous? Synchronous means it's kind of automatic stuff. You can see there, the instant, quickly. With synchronous communication, the receiver gets the message almost instantaneously when it is sent. So within no time you can get. Examples are phone call. You just dial from your phone and the call is get connected. Instant messaging services such as Amazon. Okay, you can send it very quickly because the things, the connection, the destination are specified clearly. Their path is clearly, so there is no problem in that. So with asynchronous communication, there is a measurable delay. There is a delay between sending and receiving of the message. Sometimes it takes hours or sometimes even days. Examples are sending letter through the post office and email. Okay, so usually they have the storage mechanism and you will send an email, it will be stored there until it will be read or reach to there. So there is a few delays in this. The only difference is the delay. In synchronous, there is no delay in that because this is a dedicated path. And asynchronous, this is not a dedicated path. It will take time to find the destination and reaching to and waiting for the response of the destination as well. So both types of telecommunications are important in business. Okay. So moving on, channels. So now we have a different channels, telecommunication channels, different types. So you need to understand this one. The first one is simplex channel, transmit data in only one direction. Can you give me any example for this?
A remote.
Remote
Controller.
Remote control. You can press and it will pass the signal in one direction. Yes, you can say that in one direction. Data will be transmitted only in one direction. So you're transmitting data to the television or anything, but in one direction. You're not receiving data and remote, right? A good example is, radio broadcasting. You know the radio? FM 10.2. When you turn on radio, you only listen. They are just broadcasting, right? TV broadcasting, printer and computer communication. You just give the command to the printer. This is one-side communication. Data transmit only in one direction. Did you get this, guys?
Yes.
Any question, any confusion regarding simplex channel?
Also television, right?
Sorry?
Simplex channel. You said radio, right?
Yes, radio, television. They just broadcast. They just broadcast their signals.
Yeah.
They are not receiving back. Okay? This is in one direction. So another type is half duplex channel that transmit data in either direction, but not simultaneously. Yes, in half you have two-way communication, but not at the same time. First, sender will send, receiver will receive. Then receiver will send, sender will receive. You got the point? Guys, are you with me? Can you give me any example of half duplex? It's very common.
Email or sending message.
Send a message.
I think the thing that the police use it when they.
Very good. Very good. The walkie-talkie. That is called walkie-talkie. The policemen, the security guys, even even in the university, I think they have security guys. They are talking with each other. Did you get? And they speak Roger over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. So because the one will, especially in war, the army uses this when they talk with each other in in some. So one person will speak and then he will notify other that my message is complete. Now you speak. Okay, the Roger means or it's over, or they use the over word over. Hello, how are you? Over. Then the other guy will speak. Yes, I'm fine. Over. So they use the word over just to notify other that my message has been complete. So this is half duplex channel communication in both ways, but not simultaneously, one by one. And the full duplex channel permits data transmission in both direction at same time. Like we are doing right now. Right? Did you get this communication? It's a full duplex. Am I right?
Yes.
Anybody can speak, anybody can respond here and there. Okay, so this is full duplex. The telephone, talking on telephone, video conferencing, these are all full duplex. There is another concept, channel bandwidth, that refers to the rate at which data is exchanged, usually measured in bits per second. It is a rate actually. We are saying that 5G is very fast. Why it is very fast? There will be a difference of bandwidth than 4G or than 3G because the rate of data exchange is very fast. Okay? Did you get this point, guys? Like 100 Mbps per second. How many bits you are transmitting in 1 second? Yes. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the telecommunication media types. So how these signals are passing through medium. We'll talk about the telecommunication medium in the first slide. How computer will be connected, how the data will be broadcast or transmit through these connections. So guided transmissions using a solid medium. Means the wire that we are using, there are different type of wire. The first one is twisted pair wire. You can see the wires are twisted with each other. This is one. So every wire has its own, the pros and cons. Coaxial cable that we normally used for, the television cable with the dish antennas, normally as you can see here on the figure, this cable is used. Then we have fiber optic cable. It's shaped like this, as it says optic, so the light is also used in transmitting the data, and that's why fiber optic is very very fast. The internet is very fast here. One of the reason they have the optic fiber now. Even those countries do not have optical fiber nowadays. So there you can notice the internet is very slow there. The reason is the data cannot transmit, in per second as compared to the fiber optic. They have a different wires there. The last one is broadband over power lines. The broadband is just like they're using the power lines, the electricity power lines. The STC, the electricity department. We have the towers of electricity, and you can use some machines or some distributors a machine there, and you can use these towers to transmit the internet over there. So there are different types here. They have a different functionality, different pros and cons. So these are called guided transmission. Okay. And the other wireless, we have my wireless media transmission types. The other type is wireless, which is also called unguided. And then wireless transmission media, we have a different types here, like microwave is high frequency wave. Its range is 300 to 3 megahertz to 300 gigahertz, signal sent through the air. So we have these towers. This is one of the wireless connections. But the problem, can you see the problem in this? They have some problem, these towers have. Can anybody tell me? They are saying line of, if you see the figure, line of sight path. You guys can see this?
Yes, we can.
What is this line of sight path? About 30 miles. They are saying they should be in front of each other, about 30 miles. So there should be no one between them. Line of sight. Just like a Bluetooth. You know the Bluetooth?
Yes, Doctor.
How you connect the device or how you transmit the data with Bluetooth?
It should be close to.
It should be close.
Yeah.
Line of sight. I mean, if there is something between them, so there is a chance data will not be transmitted. Right?
Right.
All
So-
these should is it's close together to connect.
I mean, line of sight means it should be in front of each other, in front of my eyes. You got it? Face to face. If you see the figure, they are right in front of each other. There's nothing between them. So they can directly communicate with that. Okay? You got the point? Line of sight? In front of the line, in the same line. There's no hurdle between that. Guys, did you get this point? Line of sight? Please, guys, respond.
I don't think so.
It's in front of each other.
Okay.
There is nothing between them. Straight connection. If you see, then you can transmit.
Okay.
Okay? For
Okay.
example, I'm transmitting from my mobile to my laptop. Okay? So if there is something between mobile and laptop, so data cannot be transmitted. This is line of sight. Okay? It should face-to-face communication. So normally when we have this model, this is microwave transmission. So we need to place these models on the height, on the top of the building, on the top of the mountain. And you can see usually the tower are usually on the top of the building or on the the higher place. Am I right?
Yeah, doctor.
Right. So what is the purpose? Because they want line of sight. Because one tower need to communicate with another tower.
The other tower, yes.
Okay. So they must be visible to each other. There should be a line of sight. Okay. Then the data will be transmitted. So this is a problem, one of the problem that you need line of sight for that, and sometimes it's difficult to provide line of sight for everywhere. So then we have another type of satellite transmission. The communication satellites are relay stations that receive signal from one Earth station and rebroadcast them to another station. So now you can see the figure and you can see the improvement here. We do not need the line of sight here now. So this tower, one tower will send the data to the communication satellite, and satellite will send the data to another tower. Okay, is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So next we have different media types, and different communication standards here now, I would say. The 3G, 4G, and now we have 5G also available, and Wi-Fi. So what is the difference between them, guys? Can you tell me? 3G, 4G, 5G.
I mean, 4G is the fastest one, I think.
Which one is the fastest?
I think the 4G.
Why it is faster?
It's an enchanted version of the 3G wireless. More advanced.
So latest one is 4G. I think now 5G is also available.
Yes.
Yeah, 5G is the latest one.
So, okay. So if I share with you like this, if I go here, you can see the difference between 3G versus 4G. Data transfer rate 3.1 MB per second. In 1 second, how much data is transmitted in 3G? 3.1 MB, and in 4G it is
100.
how much?
100 megabytes.
100 megabyte per second. So it's a huge difference. So there is a huge jump here from 3G to 4G. That's why the 4G is very fast, and now we have even 5G available. Okay, so I think this slide has. Now see here, the data rate, the third one. In 1G we have 2 kilobytes. 2G we have 64 kilobytes. 3G we have around 2 Mbps, megabyte per second. And 4G we have around 100 Mbps. And now in 5G it is in GB, so it means it is also will be very, very, very fast internet in 5G. Okay, you can also see the bandwidth here. In 3G it's 100 megahertz, the rate at which the data transmit. This is 100 megahertz in 4G. It's almost same, and it is around 1000 multiplied by bandwidth per unit area. So they have a very large bandwidth here as well. So even you can see the frequency. So there are many characteristics actually that makes the difference. These 3G, 4G.
Doctor,
Okay. Yes.
why 5G it's not have a characteristic?
Characteristics means, well, a high speed all digital broad, because it is still evolving, you know. We do not even have complete devices who can match this 5G. So with the passage of time, and I don't know, this data is maybe from 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they don't have at that time. Okay. So hopefully all the previous things can be easily handled in this 5G.
But dangerous, doctor, than 4G and 3G.
Because you mean dangerous?
Because the hertz it's more high than.
It's very, very fast, and you will see the technology will change suddenly. And nowadays, you know, you have noticed that the USA and China, they are also fighting with each other with Huawei and company and all that stuff. So they are also fighting for this 5G technology. They want to, you know, obtain, and right now the Huawei has only one phone, I guess. They create one phone, Huawei, who can work with 5G technology. So things will be very changed once this technology will appear in all countries. You will see the new devices, new machines will come up, and maybe these old phones and all computers, maybe they are useless. Who never know? Right now we don't know anything, just because of high speed.
Okay.
Okay. So in 3G wireless communication for mobile devices has evolved through 4th generation of technology and services. In 4G broadband mobile wireless is delivering enhanced version of multimedia, smooth video. So in 4G we are using nowadays. We can watch videos very easily, and the internet is available almost everywhere nowadays. Just because of its accessibility, the portability. And you know, across all the devices, eventually worldwide, roaming is also there. You can go in another country and you can start using your device as well. Wi-Fi is a medium range wireless option, typically operating up to 30 meters around a single building. You know, every office has this device, even the homes have this device. In our college, every faculty member has this device in a room to strengthen the signals, to make the signal strong. So there are many devices and technologies are available nowadays. Okay, so next is modem. So modem is a device that converts. You guys know the modem, right? Have you seen the modem?
Yeah, Doctor, it's great.
So your computer is connected with that one, a device that converts the signal into another form. So there are two operations, modulation and demodulation. Okay, from digital to analog and analog to digital. Communication signals, so they can be transmitted over the communication media. Modulation and demodulation, translating data from digital to analog is called modulation, and translating data from analog to digital is called demodulation. So this is basically, you guys are taking the course electronics.
No, Doctor.
Maybe
Not
next
yet.
semester. Maybe
The
next
next
semester.
semester, yes.
So you will study all these technical things. What is modulation? What is demodulation? what is signal, what is digital signal, what is analog signal. So usually, you know, they have the curve, you know, the pulse. Any idea? Have you heard the name pulse? Have you seen like this?
Yeah, the one like you know, heart beats or something.
Yes.
Sensors.
So these are two different forms. Have you seen these things ever? These are the pulse. This is called the pulse. Whenever you the device want to send data or activate something, it will generate a pulse. Okay. So now there are two different forms of the pulse. Can you tell me which one is analog and which one is digital?
The second one is analog.
The first
No.
one is
Opposite.
and the
The
second.
first one is analog signal. This is signal actually. You know, the first one is analog, and the second one is digital. So this digital form usually, you know, the computer understands this digital form 0 1. Okay, so it is 0 at here and 1 here. Okay, it will go here, then again. So this is how it generally works. So this modulation process, it says translating data from digital to analog. So your computer sending data to modem, so modem will convert that digital into this form, and then this will go through the wire to the tower and go to the destination, and at the destination there is another modem that will convert this analog signal into digital, so computer can understand. So this is called modulation and demodulation. Okay guys, is that clear?
Yes, it's clear, doctor.
Doctor,
Okay, yes.
what we use in analog, doctor?
We don't use anything, it is a different form. Okay, you send the data from your computer, data will go to the modem. Okay, modem will convert into no, modem received in the form of digital. Okay, and then convert it into analog and send it to the destination. At destination, there is another modem that again convert the analog into digital and pass it to the computer. Did you get? Because some devices cannot work with the digital data. Like the wires, the towers, they don't know the digital data. They will receive in the form of these analog forms. So you need some converters between that so that you can pass the data through that. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, clear, doctor.
Yes.
Okay. So another device is multiplexer. A multiplexer is a device that encodes data from two or more data sources into a single communication channel, thus reducing the number of communication channel. So it is a device that can receive data from different devices and make it, combine it and make one channel and transmit to another. Yeah, if I, in the next slide. Okay, this is how modem work that we discussed already. You can see here the digital signal, the computer sending signal and modem sending signal. So both are different, right? You can see the signal in red color.
Yes, definitely.
The two signals are different. One is computer sending digital, analog is sending, modem is sending analog. And again, here modem is, the second modem receives the analog and it will convert it into digital. So this is modulation and demodulation process. Okay, but we're discussing the multiplexer. Now you can see in the middle, the blue device, it is a multiplexer. Okay, it receiving from different devices, the data from different devices and converting into, how many lines are in output for multiplexer? One line. So data is combined as an input, it receiving more than one, 3. Okay, and combine that data and send it through one communication line. So this is the role of multiplexer. So there is another one, the opposite of this, that is called demultiplexer. Okay, that receive one input and divide into many devices. Okay.
This what multiplexer?
Sorry.
Multiplexer. What company is use it?
It's many. It is, this device is used in networks, but especially for the bigger companies. Okay. As you can see here, they are working with the processors. The data is coming from different channels. So input, how many channels? There are 3 channels for input for this device in this figure. And how many channels for output? 1 channel. So it will really, reduce the cost for that thing. So many organizations are using this multiplexer. And the demultiplexer, the cable connection?
Yes.
For demultiplexer, normally the cable connection is used because they give the line, distribution lines. For example, you have one line for your internet connection, STC connection, right? So maybe in your building there are 10 flats, and everyone needs, the connection. So how you will divide your connection among 10 flats? You need demultiplexer, that you will receive one line and you are distributing many lines. And this multiplexer, you are receiving many lines and you are distributing one line. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, next we have private branch exchange. This is related with the the exchange, telephone exchange. There's a telephone switching exchange that serves a single organization. So as it is private branch exchange, it will used by the one organization or by one business. It enables user to share a certain number of outside lines, trunk lines, to make telephone calls to people outside the organization. For example, in university we have telephone, right? You know this? The Cisco telephone. Have you seen? In my office, I have a telephone and I can make a call to anyone in the university. Right? So they create a one private exchange or a branch, telephone exchange, so that employees working in one organization can communicate with each other. Okay? Did you get this point, guys?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, next is bridge. This is another device. As its name shows, bridge. What is the purpose of bridge in general? We have a bridge,
Connect
between
two
the
devices.
causeway, Bahrain Causeway. So what is the purpose of the bridge? Connecting two places, right?
Yes.
So in networks, it will connect the two LANs, the two networks. A bridge connects one local area network to another local area network that uses the same telecommunication protocol. Okay, for example, lab 1 and lab 2. We want to connect them, we need a bridge to connect them. Okay? So there are some other devices. Have you heard the name switch? Router switch? Any idea about switch? You guys have seen the network room, any one of you?
Yeah, doctor, you mean the box that with many wires in it?
Yes, many wires. If you see the, there is one stand there's the room, network room. They put one stand and they have many devices in that. One of them is switch, and there are many wires are connected with that. For example, we have 30 computers in our lab and all are connected through wires with the switch. So switch is basically containing a device containing ports, maybe 30, maybe 40, to which all the devices on the network can connect. So I can show you here. Switch and router. Okay. You can see this figure. All PCs are connected with the switch. Okay. We have a different switch. So it means they are different networks, or maybe the same network if they are using the same protocol, and they are all connected with the router there. Okay, this is journal. So journal symbols are like this. Switch is like this, and router is like this in a circular shape. Okay. And nowadays, the network and the switch and router are coming together as well. You can see these. You can see the ports here. All PCs will connected here. You guys are with me?
Yes, doctor.
Okay. So your lab, all PCs in lab are usually connected in these ports. I think this will give you the idea. You can see the bridge here. You can see the switch. You can see the router. So you can see the back side of the devices. They have a different, ports. So in router and switch, they have different ports. Okay. All computers are connected with the switch. switch is connected with one main computer, and that main computer is connected with the router. And we have the gateway here. So this gateway is used to, if you want to connect with another network, so you need a gateway for that. So the router will be connected like this. And hub is another device. It is not intelligent device, hub. Whereas switch is intelligent device. Why intelligent? Because switch know that who is the destination, where is the destination. Whereas hub just broadcast the data, just like radio station or television. They don't know, hub don't know who is the destination. Okay? Fine. So now you understand what is switch. So this device containing ports to which all the devices on the network can connect. And router is a telecommunication device that forward data packets between computer networks. So it is used to connect with two networks, two external network. Okay. So one network, one switch having different PCs, they have one network. The other switch having different PCs, they have another network. And now we want to connect with these, so we need a router. For example, the university, I want to connect my university with King Saud University. So how we can connect? We need a router between them. Okay, and the gateway also. It is a telecommunication device that serves as an entrance to another network. So this is the gate. This is the door of the network. You must know this to connect with other gateway, to other network. Okay. So then we have now you guys know about the different medias, about different devices of network. So what is network here now? Computer network consists of communication media, the wire, the wireless, the medium different that we discussed, the devices and software needed to connect two or more computer systems or devices. So this is called the network. It includes computers, communication media, and softwares. Guys, are you with me?
Yes,
Okay. So the computer and devices on the network are called network nodes. So node is a technical word in network. It means computer or the device. Nodes can share data, information, and processing jobs. Organization can use networks to share hardware, program, and databases. Yes, all of we are experiencing this in our university. So networks enable geographically separated work groups to share information. So if we have one office, say here in Daman, the other one is other city in other country. So using these networks, we can connect all the devices and computers and the information systems so that people can work, which fosters teamwork, innovative ideas, and new business strategies. Okay. So next we have types of networks. I hope all of you are familiar with the personal area network, support interconnection of information technology close to one person. So at your home, in your house, you have two computers and you can connect with this one, or you can connect any device with your like Raspberry Pi, Arduino, or any other device. You're making a network through Ethernet cable or wireless connection. So this is called personal area network. Local area network connects computer systems and devices within a small area, like an office or a home, like we have in our labs, first stores, first building, second building. So they are all considered as a lab and that. Metropolitan area network connect users their devices in an area that spans a one campus or one city, like Raqqa campus or one city. So the network in this size is called MAN, Metropolitan area network. I repeat again, its size is one campus or maybe city. Wide area network, you know, that connects large geographic region. Maybe 2 cities, 3 cities, 4 cities, 5 cities in a country. So we can say that it's a wide area network, large geographic regions. International networks, which is internet, you know, the networks that link system between countries are called international network, like an internet that we have. Internet is basically a network of networks. So here we have a figure, this is the LAN. You can see different computers are connected with each other, just like lab. And this is WAN on different location in the countries or in the world. Okay, this is wide area network. Its size is bigger. Okay. Then we have other concepts, so we will study this in the next class. I think it is enough for today. So you guys have any question?